Hi book besties. So I just finished Off to the Races by Elsie Silver, and I rated this one 5 out of 5 stars. Honestly, I love this book. Okay, this is my first time ever reading this, so this isn't a reread for me. This is the first Elsie Silver book I've ever read in my life, so it's interesting and exciting for me to like finally get into a series that like people have been talking about for such a long time on my TikTok and like my social media pages. I want to be like Billy when I grow up. I'm already grown up, but I want to be like Billy in my life. Because Billy is the type of character who takes no shit from no one and speaks her mind and is not afraid of anything, pretty much, it seems like. This is your one warning. There will be possible spoilers, so if you want to take that risk, keep watching. If you do not, you can keep scrolling. If you don't know, Off to the Races is about, or it follows, Vaughn and Billy. Vaughn and his family, so his older brother, his mom, and his grandpa, who has recently passed, own what they call Gold Rush Ranch and like Gold Rush Corporation or something like that. But they own, breed, and race horses. Recently, as I mentioned, Vaughn's grandpa passed away, and he was the one kind of in charge of the ranch and the horses and all that kind of stuff. He passed away, and then some things came to light that he was fixing races, so pretty much cheating in the horse racing world. And so Vaughn is really close with his grandpa. Like, his grandpa pretty much raised him from the time he was 10. Couldn't believe what everyone had been saying about his grandpa, and went to, like, pretty much temporarily relocated himself to the ranch to, one, like, get the ranch back in, like, good graces, and then two, to, like, clear his grandpa's name. Step one of that is to hire a new horse trainer. And his, like, first hire back at the ranch was this guy named Hank. And Hank and his grandpa had been friends in the past. And so once he hired Hank, they realized they needed to bring somebody on. So Hank does like all the horse stuff, and Vaughn runs the business side of things. And so they realized they needed to hire a horse trainer to get back out there and to fix their name. So Hank tells Vaughn he has somebody that they think they should hire, and that is Billy. Hank is pretty much like a father figure to Billy. Like, some really shitty things happened to her as a child. She grew up in like high society and up in Canada. This whole story is based in Canada, okay? Her dad was the prime minister, and then he did some really stupid things, and a scandal happened, and it affected the whole family, and Billy decided to cut herself off from her own family because she didn't want to be a part of that. So once she turned 18 and she could leave, she found herself at Hank's doorstep, and Hank took her in and pretty much took care of her from there. So he recommends Billy to Vaughn, and Vaughn thought Billy was a dude. Their first meeting doesn't go so well. Like, she pulls up and he thinks that she's some like socialite that his mother sent to like date, and he tells her off, and he's like, you can just go back to my mother and tell her that I'm not interested in any of this. And she's just like, excuse me? Yeah, it's kind of funny once you get past the secondhand embarrassment of Vaughn being a douche. It's not the first and only time he's a douche in this whole book. There's actually a lot of moments where I'm like, I could punch you in the face right now and be okay. Billy's a badass, and she doesn't take shit from him, so it's good. They eventually hire Billy, and their relationship is like very much giving each other shit the whole time until like they realize they have really big chemistry, and things kind of go from there. Just remember that I said Vaughn's not a douche. There's multiple times in this book that Vaughn's a douche. Just remember that, because once you get into it, you're gonna be like, are you kidding me? He said that to her? You're gonna want to punch him too. I promise. He redeems himself, okay? He does. It just takes him a second to get his shit together. I would definitely recommend reading Off to the Races by Elsie Silver, especially if you like a cowboy romance. I would definitely read it if you like a female main character that is sassy and speaks her mind and doesn't give two shit what the world thinks of her. So there is a scene in this book where she is like my role model. And it is after a race and they put the wrong jockey on her horse, like the horse that she's training. And she specifically tells him before the race not to use a whip on this horse because he's like a fragile horse and he doesn't respond well to those kinds of things. In the middle of the race, he uses a whip on this horse. And they're like, after the race, they win and the jockey is in like the winner, like the VIP lounge, whatever. She storms in there with a whip and just whacks them across the butt. And she's like, yeah, it doesn't hurt, does it? Because that's what he told her. She's like, it doesn't hurt the horses. It's like totally safe to use. And she like whacks him with it. And then she goes off. Yeah, she's my role model. If you like female main characters that are like that, definitely read this book. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.